Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and I own a small bath and body company here in Greencastle, Indiana. Today I am bringing you the March Soap of the Month Club soap. So it's been, probably 4 months since I made the soap. It's a fairly simple soap. But real quick, before we get into it, I did swap March and April soap. So when you hear me talking about this being April soap, just know that I changed my mind. I felt like March was a better, I felt like my soap that I had chosen for March was better suited for a spring summer scent rather than more of the winter side of scent. So that's why I switched them. But anyway, this is March, not April. I'll see you in a minute. I actually have a soap I just made, my March. I cannot keep my month straight, guys. This is my March soap of the month. And this is April or May. I think it's going to be April. And I'm going to use another free fragrance oil that was gifted to me. And I think this is another brambleberry. Yes, so this was a brambleberry scent as well. This one is called Golden Oats from Brambleberry. It says it behaves well, but it discolors to a tan. Doesn't really bother me. It smells very honey-y to me. I mean, like a significant honey vibe to the soap. And I actually thought about going up and getting some honey out of my cabinet and trying to get some honey vibe going here a little bit more. I just didn't want to, I've only used honey like once or twice in a soap and I'm not super comfortable with it. So I just skipped it this time. But I do think I'll do I have bubble wrap. Now, I only have enough bubble wrap for half the bar, half the loaf. Oh, no worries. I have a little bit extra, but it's a little wider than this and more wide than I want. So I'm going to cut off about 4 rows here. I think we're about ready, guys. This is going to be another very quick and easy soap. I'm going to use my Brazilian yellow clay. I use about a ½ ounce for this size batch. And this is going to be another fairly, simple soap that I've made. That's like just my vibe today, apparently. And I have a small little bag of this honey blush from Nurture Soap, which I guess is called Handmade Nurture. It's not Nurture Soap anymore. I don't exactly remember the name of it. Nature's Handmade or something like that. But I'm going to put a good amount of honey blush in here. And I'm going to do a 2-tone soap. Let's see what this looks like. I like the color. Now it should probably lighten up a bit as it goes through the saponification. But this is a really pretty color. I like it. I think it's exactly what I was kind of looking for. I'm going to do half the loaf in this and then add some TD and do the rest of it. All right, let me check my other soap over here. Gosh, it is still not ready. It's probably been a ½ hour that I've been waiting on that. But I'm done with honey blush. It's a little hot. I'm tempted to just go with it. It is a little hot still. It's 98. I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to obviously heat this. So I had to make a fresh batch of my, yeah, I did. I had to think whether I added my sugar and citric acid, but I did. I had to make up a fresh batch of my 50/50 lye solution, so it's still hot. I am going to go ahead and add my sodium lactate. don't even have my mold. I'm jumping the gun just a little bit. Let me go get my mold for this soap. Put those on there. I'm really enjoying the simpler soaps. I'm not going full on like all natural soaps, but I have started making natural soaps, and some of my soaps I've just the last couple weeks have just been fairly simple, and I'm really kind of enjoying them. I did make a soap yesterday that I piped on, so I'm still doing some of that too. I will still have those funner. I say that all the time, guys, like I don't know English. They have more fun vibes to them or whatever, if that's an accurate statement. But like this poppy seed soap, I enjoyed. I made a, did I tape it? I think I taped it. It was a soap I used to make years and years ago, and it was rosemary, peppermint, and sage. Oh, I love that soap so much. I can't believe it's been so many years, well before since I started this channel. I love it so much. I hope you guys like it if you buy it. Those of you that are customers. Okay, I'm going to add this. So I am definitely going to put half of the soap in here and then color it. So I'm not going to stick blend this anymore, but I may have to stick blend the second half just because of the TD. And that's a nice trace, actually. I need to go down upstairs and get some oats. I want some oats for the top too. Let's see. Where am I at here? Uh-oh. 3, so let's try for 1.5. If I'm a little off, I don't care, but I want to be close. That's 2, if I can see through the other side. It's a right-handed pitcher. I think that's going to be close enough. Okay, I really kind of want to texture it a little bit, but I don't know if this is going to get too thick on me to do that. Let me get my TD in here. I need to figure out my TD, guys. I am just not very good at processing it down. I followed Lisa's instructions one time with the NutriBullet. That was one of her earlier channel or videos that she had, and I just can't get it. All right, I do want to do a line. So I'm going to do a latte brown from Micah's and More. It's, no, I'm not. I'm going to do shimmer brown. It's a little bit darker. I didn't really want black. Let's see if this is going to texture. It's really not going to texture on me at all. Dang it. That's all right. A little bit of a mica line is fun. I know there's a concern of the color separating your soap. I've honestly never had that happen, but I'm not saying it won't ever happen, so I'm trying to be careful. a very quick blast. Just to try to get that TD brightened up a little bit. Okay. Do this after. I don't know if I'm going to totally mess up my thing, but I really want this textured. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Hopefully it'll stay a little bit textured, and just doing what I just did will keep it from coming apart and still hold on to the mica line. I'm anxious to cut it to see if I've messed it up. And I think it's time to pour. I'm just going to be super careful with the pouring. Try to do it pretty gently. Start on this end. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I want to... It's not very thick yet, guys. Look at this. I'm going to give it a minute. I'm going to go upstairs and get some oats to sprinkle on top and have like a two-tone top as well. So hang on just a second. I'll be back. It's like, dang. I have struggled with my soaps getting thick so fast for so long, and now I have two soaps back to back that I just can't seem to get thick enough to finish. All right, I have my oats. Guys, simple soaps means I'm actually chattier than normal, so story time, right? Okay, so my husband and I went on keto, I don't know, we were on it for 4 years. We were on it really pretty strictly for about 2. I lost, 65 pounds. He lost 30. He gained all of his back when we stopped it. I gained half of mine back, right? So he came up a month or 2 ago and said, I'm tired of being on blood pressure medicine. We need to lose weight. And I was like, yes, we definitely need to lose weight. So we, all right, it worked. Done. We went back on keto for like a month. But I had just gotten into sourdough bread making, and we have a little spending money that we give each other at the end of the year from, like, he has a decent Christmas bonus and we kind of share it. And I was going to buy a mill. I was all excited about this mill I was going to buy. And then next thing I know, we're on keto. Well, we were on it for a month. Poor guy was miserable. He just does not like it. And I find it to be an easy diet for me personally. I did not have any sort of trouble being on keto. But I also don't know that it's what we were wanting to do, like, long term. So we got off keto. First thing I did was buy oats. So I have oats for my soap. But what we're doing now, and this bad thing is I had just started losing weight again. I'd already lost, 10 or 15 pounds this last fall. And I finally started losing I lost another 5. And I really need to lose about 25 more. But we're just staying away from processed foods. So I'm making my bread. I made a sourdough bread this morning. It was so great. And I'm going to get that meal I wanted. And, we're not doing processed foods, which we never really did anyway, that much. I mean, we weren't really ones to eat a lot of processed foods, but the weekends were bad for us. They're just bad trying to plan out our meals, and we don't have anything to eat, so we'll run and grab something. That's our weakness. Through the week and through lunch and all that stuff, we don't really do the processed stuff at all. Anyway, yeah, so I have oats. We're gonna try to stop doing the seed oils. Seed oils are really difficult to find. Any products. Like I was looking for ranch dressing without seed oil. I had a hard time finding it. I'm going to have to start making my own ranch dressing. But I made homemade mayonnaise and it didn't turn out so well. It was kind of gross. So I don't know I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing there. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying. Anyway, that's the story. That's where we're at with that. So I'm excited about my bread again. All right, this is done. I think it's going to be cute. I hope so. We'll find out in a couple days. All right, I'm a mess. All right, let's take this off. It's quite fun looking. It's a little bit discolored and I have like some soda ash going. Don't normally have soda ash, guys, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. And there's my two-tone with a little bit of a mica line in the middle. It's not very noticeable. Now I know I went back in with my spoon and re-textured it, and I think that's why some of my line is a little faded. And that one's completely straight. So there we go. I think it's sweet. It's just a very simple soap with some simple oats. Now this top is quite yellow around my oats, and I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I really need a new camera at one point, guys. It's very yellow all around the side, and it looks funny that it's that way. And there's a little bit of yellow around here too. Actually, now that I look close at it, there's a little yellow. So I'm expecting some discoloration here now. Huh. All right, I'll be back, but I want to let all of this discolor. And actually this is a couple months away, so it'll have plenty of time to discolor before I come back and show you the final product. So the yellow, just while I'm thinking about it, still is there. It's like this discoloring yellow all around the top. Basically where the, why can't I never think of that word? The bubble wrap, where the bubble wrap was no discoloration even to this day. Everything that was open to the air is kind of this weird, like bright yellow. And I'm sure the light is way off for you to be able to see it. That's just weird. It's just something that happened. But you know, I was looking at some yellow around the edges and that's kind of gone away. And it's just a nice tan. So I'm really pretty happy with the two tones that I did. Really kind of a simple soap. But I really just needed a couple of simple soaps to kind of get me through a very, very stressful end of the year. So that's why this month and next month are going to be on the more simple side. It smells very similar to like an oatmeal milk and honey. And I don't know if this is what it's supposed to smell like. I think that is trademarked and people can't use those terms anymore, that name. It's never been one of my favorite scents. I've never really been a huge fan of the oatmeal milk and honey, but I do know that it's a very popular scent. So hopefully everybody in the club will enjoy this soap. And I think the mica line ended up being really good, and I liked that I was able to get that scoop in. I liked that a lot. So guys, I hope you had fun watching a very, very simple soap being made. It'll be another simple one next month. So if you did like the soap, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and comment and let me know what you think, because I love to read your comments. I'm trying to get to them all. I don't get to all of them, and I'm not very quick at it, but I do read every single comment, so I appreciate you guys so much for taking a bit of your time to not only watch the video, but to also leave me a comment, because I know that's time, and time's important and special and usually in short supply. I'll see you next week, guys.